Welcome to Retirement with Jim. Today, we're going to talk about economic uncertainty in the current world we live in. So before we get started, if you like my content, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. It helps my channel grow. And along with that, feel free to leave comments. Love to hear from you. Love to know what your thoughts are. And so feel free to leave them. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So really, with the economic times that they are right now, the uncertainty that's going on in certainly the United States with the stock market and the world, we kind of like, oh God, where are we headed? What's going on? A lot of uncertainty, especially with today's administration, has left the world really kind of turned upside down for a lot of people, if not almost everyone. So, currently it's like the inflation is at 3%. It's not expected to go down pretty much for all of 2025. And with the changes that the administration is doing, trying to, put their policies in place, you have to say, where is this going to head and how am I going to come out? Which brings you to the point of, should you be diversified in your portfolio, whether you're retired currently right now or you're just saving for your retirement, but diversify and buy gold. Now, gold is a great hedge against inflation. Now, on a long term, last 10 years, the gold has grown 9.3% in that time. Gold is a great investment against inflation. From a short-term basis, are you gonna kind of get rich on gold? Probably not, but certainly is a great way to hedge against inflation, which affects all of us. And so when you look at the current rate at 3%. Normal is 2%. And that doesn't seem like much. Yeah, it's only up, 3%. But look back at 2022, that pandemic era where it got as high as 9.6%, I believe. It was over 9%. So we've been steadily working it down, and that's great. But what's funny is, as inflation has taken a big bite out of our purchasing power, and it has gone down, that's not the same about the prices. Unfortunately, companies take advantage of that and say once their prices are set at that, they're not going back. They don't have a reason to. Oh, everyone's got comfortable paying that amount. That's what we're charging, whether it's for groceries and gas or services. There you go. I recently had a plumbing problem at my house, and I could have fixed it myself, but I really didn't want to. I'm just like, I'll hire someone come out. Had a plumber come out and a plumbing company, and they gave me an estimate. And I had already done my due diligence and gone to the hardware store and priced out all, what I was going to need and what it was going to cost. And the cost of it was like $50 to $55. They quoted me $1,200, and I kind of went, "Are you kidding me?" And when he asked, what my budget was, I said, what, I would have considered spending maybe $500 just to have not to do it myself. That spurred me to go, I'm spending the $50 and I'm doing it myself. And of course I did, and I saved that money. But it just goes to show you where the prices of everything have gone absolutely haywire. So it kind of brings me back to gold. It holds its value over time. The average range on it's plus 60 in a 10-year period is plus 16%, and it's gone as low as minus 12 in one instance, 1 year. The largest swing was 32% in 2011, which was probably due to the the attack and whatnot, and the war and the Twin Towers. It surged to 32%. But purchasing gold is actually, not that difficult. You can purchase gold, the mutual funds, and you can purchase gold ETFs, both which, really are going to help maintain, their value over time, and they're easy. You don't have to actually have the actual gold itself in your house or in stored in a bank. You just are investing in the paper gold, and it's a great way to diversify your investments in your portfolio, to at least have some. Now they say you shouldn't purchase any more than 10% of your portfolio. So, but to have some is a great hedge against what we're dealing with in terms of the market. The market has not been our friend. It's really gone on the wrong side. And even though we saw it get down to 2.5%, 2% is really where they want it to be, where the Fed wants it to be. That keeps the economy rolling and moving, and it's a good balance. So certainly 3% doesn't sound like a lot. But go to the store and look at the prices. You probably, ask for a service to be done. Look at what the labor is going to cost, and you'll suddenly go, wow, that's really costing far more than I thought, far more than I wanted to pay. So diversifying and looking at, other ways to offset inflation, it's worth looking at. And it doesn't matter whether you're currently already retired. You can pull out some, and you don't need a lot of money. Places that allow you to invest in gold, some places will want a $10,000 investment. Others do not. You can start as little as $1,000, and it's not a bad thing to do, especially if you're going to keep it over the long haul. You're going to keep it over the long haul, and what you're hoping to do is you're hoping to just protect your overall portfolio. So things that might suffer a bit when the stock market is doing its crazy ups and downs right now is not a bad thing, to have hedging against inflation. So no more than 10%, like I said, because gold still is volatile. So can you lose money on gold? Yes, it is a risky investment. It is not risk-free. But it has proven over time, that it's a value that does well and holds well all on its own. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think gold is a good investment, and where you stand on the thoughts of that. So with that, I'm going to tell you, hey, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.